Covered by Anthony. Passes to Thornton. Here's Sullinger. It's rebounded by Porzingis. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
Boy, he capped that one off with a little something extra. Switching hands on the dunk.
It seemed like he was in the air for an eternity. He knows how to get some serious hang time.
And I tell you what, it's almost as if he doesn't like being on the floor as long as he elevated on that one.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Thomas, that's good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anthony drives in, and it's good off the back rim and in. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Thomas. The shot by Sullinger. Wide open. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Let's send it out to DB, who caught up with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
I asked him if this team still believed that they could come back in this series, and he told me absolutely. The guys know we're in a hole, but we've had our backs against the wall before. The pressure is on them now to close us out. We can just go, play our game, and try to get back in this series. We'll watch and see that happen, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Thomas. The feed to Cantor. Cuts off the pass. And a fast break now for New York. It's stolen by Sullinger. Rondo against Thomas. It's stolen by Anthony. And a fast break now for New York. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Now, here's Thomas. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Sullinger. Busted. No good that time either. Lopez passes to Robertson. The shot is off. Now Boston takes it the other way. They are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
And guys, a loss like that, that's one when you just got to put it behind you as quickly as possible.
You know, that won't be easy, Greg. It's hard not to dwell on that type of performance. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Outside Anthony. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 3. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Sullinger outside. And a wide open look for Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
A runner. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Robertson.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Now, here's Cantor. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Sullinger the screen. And Anthony sends it back. Rondo dishes to Robertson. Kicks it to Carmelo. Back to Robertson. And stolen by Thornton.
All right, then, let's get up. Let's get loud, boys.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
It's all about their defense.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Robertson in at 2-guard. Derek Williams is out there with Gorgui Dieng. Then it's Brooks, and it's Afflalo in at the small forward position. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walsh. Boston again missing. New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Pass to Walsh. The dish to Crowder. And there's the pass to Walsh. Ezeli kicks to Crowder. Nailed from three-point land. Crowder's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And here's Robertson outside. A rebound by Pekovic. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Pekovic with a screen on Brooks. Here's Westphal, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Ezeli. Sullinger comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And it's Thornton in for Crowder. The Knicks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Jang. Porzingis comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Aaron Brooks. And Oscar Robertson with the slam.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. The young fella's wearing the rim out.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He ended up with 35 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. We played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez left side. Here's Porzingis, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Westphal covered by Robertson, and he gets the bucket. He has 7.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
You know, with the entire series in the balance here, I mean, you're certainly grateful in a situation like this for instant replay. I mean, to make sure they get the call right.
And the officials working in concert with the league's replay center to make an expeditious review. No room for error in a game of this magnitude.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.
Still important to have a second look at it, Kevin. I mean, the technology's available, so you might as well use it.
Absolutely. Tie game in Boston.
Okay, guys, everybody pay close attention to what I've got to say, because I want to see us close out this season.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming onto the court are yours.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. Freak really making a difference here.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
They've got Thomas. Ennis Cantor is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Thornton, and it's Walsh in at the 3. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Here's Robertson, and he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First free throw is good. And G drops them both. Boston trailing. Here is Thomas. Dishes to Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing. Robertson outside. And that is good. Robertson's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
There's a screen by Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And it's Thornton again missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Feeds to Sullinger. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
So both teams changing it up here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Knicks leading by 4. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they've got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Robertson is doubled. New York needs to get off a shot. Rondo gets the bucket.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Sullinger the screen. Thomas against Rondo. It's stolen by Rondo. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Pass to Thomas. To stop the drought. That's good. Thomas got 10 points in the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Robertson is doubled. The drive by Rondo. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. 6 points for Rajon Rondo.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Rondo against Thomas. Pass to Walsh. He's looking for Sullinger and finds him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He misses the free throw. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for New York. Brooks comes in for Rajon Rondo. He doesn't get the second one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
To the left side wing. Crowder. Busted. No good that time either.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that with him.
Oh, where did that come from? That was beautiful.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And that last replay courtesy of Keith.